This is a kneaded eraser I'll be using. Oops. This is a kneaded eraser. I'll be using a kneaded eraser. This is just a fun little tutorial on facial features. I know a lot of people struggle sometimes with that. And what the kneaded eraser is going to do is just pop that off. It's gonna make it look a little bit lighter. Hello, Dawn. Thank you so much for joining. We're just doing a fun little tutorial and things like that, especially on the nose. So see, we have our first base right here. And your first base, you're just gonna start out with basic triangles. And then with that, you're gonna get this outline right here. The nose curves. And your nose bridges right here. And you got a different pencil. You're gonna bring it up to the top. There's this bit right here. There we go. And then we got the bridge of the nose. I'm gonna lightly erase that just a bit. Then we're gonna do a little small curve to the side. And this really helps you out. The first layout can really help you. And then I'm gonna add just a little fun little glare right there. That's nice. I like that. And then again, this is just, easy for beginners. Do the little nose bits right there. Nose bit right there. And then there you go. You got yourself front view nose. Now we're gonna do the side view. In the side view, you're gonna do a side triangle. You're gonna start with just a side triangle, just like that. Then you're gonna go down. You're gonna make another smaller triangle. Be slow, just like that. Then you're just gonna draw a little thing going up. Kind of think of like a robot nose. And then you're gonna grab your kneaded eraser. When you grab that, you're gonna lightly just do this. Just lightly tap it. You don't want the entire base gone. You just want it there enough to where you can see it and you know your outlook. There we go. And that's good enough right there. And what we're gonna do is you're gonna draw this right here, because this right here is the tip of the nose. And you know what? Instead, I'm gonna draw a little more of a sharper nose. So with the sharp nose, you're just gonna follow that outline, just like that. And this right here is the nose itself too. And bridge. Here we go. Show the nostril bar right there. And then it comes up, up, up. Follow that layout, follow it, and boom, you got yourself a side nose. This is the side view. Thank you so much for joining. We're gonna draw the bridge right here, just like that. And then if you wanna add a nice little glare, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna lightly erase it right here in the middle. And don't overthink with your noses. Noses come in different shapes, sizes. So what we're gonna do with this side, we're gonna just do a little glare like that maybe. Actually, I don't like that, so I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna do maybe one here. Maybe, yeah, a little glare on the nose. There's nothing wrong with that. So there you go. Now you have yourself a side view of the nose. So I'm going to zoom in for you guys. Thank you so much for joining. This is a front view of the nose, and that's a side view of the nose. There you guys go. And remember, you first start with just the basic shapes. I'll do it again for those who are just joining. Thank you. You're going to draw a side triangle, something just like that. And again, if you have any questions, it's okay to comment down. And then you're going to do a smaller triangle right there, just like that. So that's the first step. And then the second step is when you just knead it. In kneading, such as you grab this kneaded this kneaded eraser, and you just lightly tap it, and then you're going to get to here. That's what that does right there for you guys. And now we're going to do a few lips. Let's do some lips. So a lips, again, they come in different shapes and sizes, so don't overthink with your lips. But I'm going to give you a few examples, and you're going to start out with the first thing. First thing you're going to do, you're going to draw a basic circle. Small, tiny circle, just like that. And then you're going to put two circles right underneath it. Two tiny circles, two circles right underneath it. Kind of think of just 3 circles, just like that. That's all you're going to do for the first step. Second step, you're going to knead it. Again, you're going to use your kneaded eraser, and the kneaded eraser is just for you to get that base a little bit lighter. Don't completely erase it. A kneaded eraser is not going to completely erase it. Again, it's just making things a lot lighter. And now what we're going to do, you're going to follow that outline, and what we're going to do is just do that right there. And then with that outline, you're going to follow it and add the lips curves. That's what that outline is for, and add the lips curves here. Don't think about perfection. Just think about following that outline. I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to follow that outline, and we're going to go in and out and come back in. There we go. In and come back out. That's what we're doing here. You're going to go in and come back out, just like that. And there you go. You just got your lower lip, just like that, by following the basic 2. And now we're going to do the top lip. For the top lip, we're going to start here, follow that outline, do a long arch. Long arch, just like that, and there you go. You got lips, just like that. And now what we can do, if you want to, you can just erase that little outline as softly as you can. And then my favorite part is shading. Sometimes you can shade in the upper lip. Just like that. You shade it in your upper lip. And then we can shade in the lower lip too. Why not? You don't have to. Again, this is your painting, this is your drawing. You do what you want to do with it. And just like that, you got yourself a pair of lips. Now, I know a lot of people want to know if there's like an upper lip tutorial, if you want to do a bigger upper lip or a bigger lower lip. And I'm going to show you that one too. So a bigger upper lip. A bigger upper lip is not as complicated as it may sound, I promise. It's simple, it's easy to do. And you're going to do the basic outlook again. Instead, you're going to do a big circle for the upper lip, just like that. And then for the lower lip, you're going to do 2 small circles so that your upper lip is a bit bigger than the lower lips. So we're going to do 2 small circles, and not too small to where they look out of proportion, but think of it as a upside down Mickey Mouse. Something like that. Yep, just like that. I'm actually going to make mine a little bit bigger. There we go. And again, use that kneaded eraser. And we're going to do what? Lightly tap. Lightly tap. There you go. And follow that look. Just like that. Follow that outlook. Follow it just like that. Yep. And then, excuse me. And then go in and out. Follow that outline. I'm going to erase it just a bit. I'm going to follow that outline and go in. When you see this space right here, you're just going to go up just a bit and then go back down because that's where the circle was. There we go. And there we go. Hello, dance girl. Hi. Thank you so much for joining. And then you're going to do the same thing up here. Start high and then go low. Here we go. Just like that. Thank you so much for joining, you guys. This is just a nice, fun little tutorial for beginners. Feel free to grab a pencil and follow along. If you have any questions, please let me know. I will answer them to the best of my ability. And there you go. Now you have yourself a bigger upper lip and a smaller lower lip. And I'm going to actually erase this just a bit because I feel like it's lopsided. And then there we go. There we go. That's better to me. That looks much better to me. Okay, I'm going to lightly erase the first outline. Just like that. And there you have a bigger upper lip. Just like that. Just like that. And I know I make my lips very round and things like that. You don't have to. I have a tutorial online on the videos on lips, noses, faces, face angles. Be sure to go check that out. It's a really good video. And just like that, fold it in. Now we can do a bigger lower lip. And again, you're going to do the same steps. We're going to make these 2 bigger. That one is going to be smaller for the base. So I'm going to start small, just like that, and then big right here. And try to make sure that the 2 at the bottom connect. I forgot to mention that. Just like that. Yep. Kind of make them connect. I'm gonna make this one just a little bit bigger. Like that. Yeah, that's good. And then again, kneaded eraser. Simple, easy. Knead it slightly, just like that. We're gonna follow that outline. And you know what? We're gonna do something a little bit different. Instead of one, well, you know what? Let's do that for now. I'll save that for the other tutorial for later. So we're gonna start with this upper lip. Start with this little curve here. And then follow that outline. Follow it. Just like that. And then down here at the bottom, we curve in, up, just like that. We curve in, just like that. Easy, right? And again, if you're struggling, just comment below, let me know. And then right here, we're gonna follow that outline, just like that. And there you have a bigger lower lip. I'm just gonna erase this just a bit, just a tiny bit. Just a tiny, tiny bit. Just like that. I'm just gonna fill that in. I love shading. Shading is so much fun to me. I feel like shading brings life to the picture or to the photo. It just really does. There we go. And then I'm gonna paint this, just gonna shade this part in too. And there we go. You have a bigger lower lip and a bigger upper lip, and then just some regular lips, just like that. Pretty simple, pretty fun. I know I certainly like it. And then what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna show you now a nice little eye tutorial. Just one moment. And go here. We're going to show you some cool eyes, a nice eye tutorial. I know a lot of people struggle with eyes sometimes, and again, something that's helped me out so much is just having the first basic layout of eyes. And that's just starting by just basic shapes at first and things like that. So I'm going to show you some eyes. So eyes-wise, I just start, if I want to do some doughy eyes, some nice round eyes, I start with a nice round circle, a nice round oval, just like that. Nice round oval, just like that. Nothing too serious. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put lines by it. And the lines are basically going to help me align where I want the eye to go. And the eyelashes, the eyelids, and things like that. So we're going to cross one here, cross here at the corner, and then we're going to do one right here. Just like that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lightly come in ever so lightly and then go out. So this is the corner of the eye right now we're creating. And then go in so slightly. And just like that. See? And then go back up again. And again, don't cross over this, because this right here, this line, these lines help you with your balance on the eye and help you keep it aligned as such. There we go. See? Nice doughy eyes. I'm going to use this to come over because this is going to help with her eyelashes. And just like that. Get her little cute eyelash. Just like that. And then we're going to come down. Just a bit. And then come up to the side. Just like that. And then I'm going to erase that for now. Just like that. And then, now that we have that, what I'm going to do is just use this line right here to create the first eyelash. This line right here. We'll point to it for you guys. And then what I'm going to do is just something that simple. Just a cute little eyelash. Think of starting eyelashes as like parentheses. Parentheses have nice curves and things like that. And there you go. And I'm going to do it at this one too. I'm going to put one right here. And then put the last one right here, a tiny one. And with eyelashes, you start big at the end and then go small towards the middle. Or however you would like to. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the bottom one. And you see here, we got this nice little corner that we have. And guess what I'm going to do? Put an eyelash here. Just like that. And now you have yourself a cute little eyelash. I'm going to zoom in for you guys. There you go. Got yourself a cute little eyelash. And I'm going to add one right here too. Again, it's your world. It's your character you create. Do what you want. So now what we're going to do is just get this a little bit up into this side, just a bit, just like that. Because the thing is, this is going to be her eye. So I think I'm going to have her looking to this side. Right over there. To this side, yep. Make this a little bit more of a circle. And I think what would be really cool is if we made her eyes a little bit like a box. I think that would be really cool. Something like that. Oh, that's nice. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I'm going to erase this here. And then what I do, I always add a little trapezoid, triangle right there. And then I'm going to erase this little triangle at the base of it and go in. So now we see her looking over to the side. And that is pretty cool. And then if you want, you can add another circle within it. Just like that. Ooh, that's really cool. Comment below what you guys think. Don't be shy. Now, of course, my favorite part, shading. But first I'm going to erase this light stuff here. I'm going to erase the base, is all. That's all I'm doing. Do not be alarmed. I'm not erasing the masterpiece. like that. And then now what I'm going to do, and actually, you know what? I think I might make this more of a curve than a triangle. That's nice. That's better. I like that. That's better. And now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna color this in dark. Because that right there is the pupil. Just like that. And then we're gonna start with some shading. And again, shading is basically, you're gonna start really dark over here. And then as you gradually go down, you're gonna get lighter. And I'm gonna show you how to do that. So I'm gonna start. Press hard into the pencil and get those sides right there. And you're gonna go hard first. And we're gonna take it hard to here. And then you're gonna go light, softly. You're just gonna lift your pencil up just a bit. Still want it dark, but not too dark. Not as dark as it is over there. And you're gonna keep going and going. And you're gonna get it a little bit light over here. And now we're gonna lift it up even more. And we're gonna do it very light. You're rarely touching the surface, rarely touching it. Just like that, all the way to the end. And there you go. Got yourself a beautiful eye. There we go. And you see how he started dark here and then gradually came down and it got lighter. That's exactly how you want it to be. Now, this is when you can start to do other little nice details. If you want to show a slight little eye crease right here, you can. Nice little eye crease right there. That's nice. You want to show it coming all the way through, you can, maybe right there. Just like that. That's very nice. I'm going to give it a little more darker. And there you go. That's a very nice eye. Very, very nice. These are my example of doe eyes. That's my example right there. And now we're going to do a siren eye. A lot of people don't know about siren eyes. Siren eyes are when they're a little bit more closed. They look a little bit sleepy, but they kind of give a sense of fierce. So instead of starting out with a circle, we're going to do a rectangle instead. We're going to do like a very low rectangle. Something just like that. Just start again out with the first basic shape, a low rectangle just like that. Simple, easy. And then we're going to do our little base lines. These base lines help us out so much. I know you're probably thinking, what is this going to help me do? Trust me, it helps so much to keep your eye in control and to keep it from going off balance. If it doesn't help you, that's okay. It's completely okay. There you go. You're going to do 2 base lines at the top, 2 at the top corners, and then 1 at the side corner right there. And if you want to do 1 right here, that's fine too. What I'm going to do is take my kneaded eraser, I'm just gonna lightly knead. And what this is doing for me is making it lighter. That's it. And you see it's picking up what I just drew down. There you go. So now, what we're gonna do? We're gonna start drawing this eye. We're gonna start right here. And we're gonna go here. And again, these eyes are gonna be a lot more sharp than the doe eyes. We're gonna go here. And go to the side. Follow that baseline. And here. Just like that. I'm gonna do the same right here. And what I'm gonna do is make it nice and sharp, just like that. And don't overthink with your eyes. Again, eyes come in different shapes, colors, textures, no, different shapes. So again, do not overthink it with your eyes, no matter what. I'm gonna erase this just a little bit here. Just like that. That's nice. Just like that. And there's your base. That's your second time you're doing it. I mean, your second outlook. And now what I'm going to do is give this just a little bit more of an eyelash. I'm just giving it a little bit more darker. And I think with these eyelashes, instead of making them nice and curvy, I'm gonna make them just sharp. So what I'm gonna do is follow this right here. What I'm gonna do is this right here. I'm just gonna go out, making a nice, just straight eyelash. And I think actually, I'm just going to do this right to the side. And put one right here. Put one right here. Put one right here. And a tiny one right there. Just like that. I like that. Or maybe I don't. I'm gonna erase these two. These two I'm going to erase. Sorry about that. Don't want to confuse you guys. And then I'm going to put one right here. And here. And here. That's nice. I like that. Okay. Now, we're going to do the eyes again. And again, we're going to do a side view of the eye. And basically what we're going to do, we're just going to start out with the circle. And with this one, we might actually do something like that. That's nice. And here, yeah. So we're going to give it a little ovally. Little ovally, just like that. And then this one might be sharp, just like that. Nice little triangle. You're gonna start straight and then come down straight line again. I'm gonna erase the middle. And come down like that. And again, we're gonna add the pupil. pupil cutting in, being cut in by this just a little bit, but that gives character. And we're gonna shade it in, color it in. Dark, dark, dark. That's hard. Just like that. And you know what? You don't even have to do a pupil. So let's do one without the pupil, actually. I just do the pupil for fun. I know a lot of people usually like the pupil. You don't have to do a pupil. Here we go, just like this. And now, again, we're gonna do the shading. And again, start hard at the top, shade really hard at the top, and then as you gradually come down, you're gonna get lighter. So, press, 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 press. Press, press, press. And now we're gonna get lighter. So come up just a little bit, not too much, just a little bit. You should be going to a dark gray to just a nice light gray. We're gonna come down here. And now we're here, we're gonna come up very light, very, very light. Just like that. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I'm gonna do a little bit of kneading. And a little bit of erasing. So you guys aren't thrown off. Just like that. You have yourself a siren eye and a doe eye. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm gonna zoom out so you guys can see everything. So that was my fun little sketch with me tutorials. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I really hope you guys are staying warm. I know it's really a little bit cold outside and it's snowing. I hope you guys are staying warm, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for liking, coming on, commenting below. I will be doing a lot more lives, shorts, and I actually have a tutorial video in my channel. Go check that out. And you guys stay warm. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.